Alright, so I'm back. I'm thinking about uninstalling and refunding Conan Exiles because it's just not working. And I shouldn't have to figure out, how to fix a game that I spent money on. Like, come on now. I literally just woke up, by the way.
I'd better give Otto the good news.
I literally rolled out of bed, tried Conan Exiles before I started work. Been trying for like 10 minutes, and then I was like, fuck it, let me just record an hour or so of this. So, yeah, here I am.
We're seeing troops amassing at every corner.
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto. Any word on the Royalist movements since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
Ah, the conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map? The Kingdom of Walud claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waloed standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
I'll be honest, I am going to pretty much skip this part. Maybe? Nah, I won't. Because I'm curious to see what kind of upgrades I'll get after I actually do this.
Ah! No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
This is why I wanted to
And
skip
with good
this.
reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot.
How good it is to see you, Clive. I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
I am curious how Joshua knows who Ultima is. I'm not sure if we're ever going to get a flashback or if it's going to be exposition.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Back, are ya? So, what'll it be? Should last you a good while. Yeah, that should do you. And?
I definitely need that diamond sword, even though I know for a fact that
I'm telling you, it's true.
if I fight another
heard it from
primal,
Otto's own
I'll
lips.
get an. If I fight another primal, I'll probably get another upgraded elemental sword, because that's exactly what these are elemental swords. Now I need to look up where.
Barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
I was looking up where to get that material. Apparently it's a main quest that I don't really know when that's going to happen. And I am sorely getting hungry. So we are visiting the grave. It's going to be... I get how this is all like
reading books that don't have any
character development, but I really want to get back to the intrigue and all of that. Wait. Wait, how do I get here again? Hold on. Hold on, how did I get here again? Alright, I found out. I found out when I'll get it, which is the end of this
I'm going
act.
to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise.
Hey, that Final Fantasy.
Me and my dad designed it together.
Oh.
Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood.
Okay. So, my Final Fantasy lore is kind of like, I only know of the Enterprise from Final Fantasy 14, but I don't know if they have something like that in other Final Fantasy games, so I'm going to keep my opinion to myself there and not sound stupid, but yeah, that's all I had to say there.
And more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then? Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Alright, so if it's just more of this seemingly down-to-earth filler type of stuff, I may or may not actually show in this episode me hunting down some of the bounties just for action, because I don't know how long this actually is going to be, me running back and forth. And I don't want to look that up, even though I looked up where the mission to get that material is going to be. I didn't read any descriptions of the missions.
What can I do for you?
I still don't... Ooh.
You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Cool, 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 cool. Of course.
You'll not find a better price than that.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Hell with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged.
Yeah.
Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Krieger's Tates. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though. And I'll need help. Get Gavinotto in here, will ya?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual saw grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Velcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, we can get this over with. You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
Gav, you're with me.
All right, then. So, where do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? That's down past Dalamil. I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff back to.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of the stuff from Blackthorn's supplier. Take care.
You two, eh? Don't go letting them fleece ya.
Fleece me? I like to see him try.
In your own time.
Yeah, I know I keep saying I'm never doing the side quests, but I always end up doing them. I don't have time to really do it, though, this morning. I'm so low.
Take a sniff.
Yeah, I'm doing this later. I just don't have time to actually...
You deserve a rest. Sorry to keep you, Gav.
I got work at 11:30.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of the stuff lying about just begging to be bagged.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya.
I really hope I can fight something right now. Really hope there's some enemies instead of me just searching.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me. That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
I was really getting stressed out, not knowing. Damn.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
You win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we have a chat?
Ooh. I like Gav.
Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you. Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
Not yet at all. Okay. So... let me see something here. Because this is going to be more filler, I'll come back down for this later. What I need to do is go here. And because I know what this is going to be. This is going to be one of those, again, this feels more fillery, and I do want some action for this episode before I have to get off and go to work. So it should be one of the legendary bounties should be around here. At least I think. Yeah, it should be around here. Yeah, it should be. Alright, so let me just run towards there, avoid everything. And I know for a fact that this is going to be not hard, it's just going to take long. Yeah, just me getting there feels like it's going to take long. There we go.
Thanks, Gal.
I forgot what the moveset of these things are.
Well, Clyde.
Water cannon.
Looks like you're gonna need me to take a sword. Too slow.
Damn. I was really about to mess that up. I was really about to mess that up. Ooh, I get another one?
It should have stayed in its shell.
Cool. Alright, see. Yeah, let me do this really quickly. So I ran into this by accident. I didn't know that this was here. Okay, so I didn't know that this was here at all. Oh, level 38 too? This is gonna be...
Come. Let us feast on your flesh. Your feasting days are over.
Wait.
Already. Not good. Now, Torgal! Help me, boy. Well done, Torgal.
Oh God. I'll be honest, I was not ready to actually fight this thing at all. At all.
Those who kill for sport deserve no better.
Yeah. I think, yeah, I got work in less than an hour now, so I think we are going to end this here. Yeah, this is more filler, but this is what I do when I off-screen things, so fighting them 2 in a row, I really wasn't actually ready for that. But, yeah, let me just, yeah. But yeah, that is pretty much it.